Hi guys, welcome to this video. So this is the Tamron 150-600 G2 lens. I'm going to test it on my 7D Mark II, my 90D and my EOS R camera to find out if focus on this lens is any good. So let's jump to the test and have a look. Right, we're going to try another focus test on the Tamron 150-600 G2 lens. We're testing the 90D on it at the moment. We're filming the viewfinder with the 7D Mark II. I just want to see how focus performs. Once we've done that, we'll switch the cameras over. So let's get on with the test. So let's defocus the lens to 2.2 meters. Just to let you know that VC optical stabilizer is turned off. So we're trying to get it as sharp as we can in terms of the result. And we're at 600 millimeters, and we're about I'd say about 6 to 7 meters away. So just without further ado, let's just carry on with the test. So I'll just count to 3 and then we'll test the focus. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, it's focused. Let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum focus again. 1, 2, 3, go. Focused. Infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum focus again. 1, 2, 3, go. And let's go to infinity one last time. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay. The reason for multiple tests is to check for consistency. So let's just swap the cameras over and see how we do. Right, we're going to test the 7D Mark II now. We're filming on the 90D through the viewfinder of the 7D Mark II. I want to see how the 150-600 Tamron lens operates and how quick the focus is. And then you can make your mind up which you think is the better. So without further ado, let's do a series of defocusing of the focus. We're at 600 millimeters again. Again, stabilizer is off. So we can figure out, you know, how quick focus is. So without further ado, I'll continue the test, and for consistency, we'll repeat it over and over again. So minimum focus. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum focus. 1, 2, 3, go. And let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. And let's go to minimum focus. 1, 2, 3, go. Go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum focus. 1, 2, 3, go. And let's go to infinity one last time. 1, 2, 3, go. So that concludes the test for the 7D Mark II. So let's have a look and see how the EOS R does. That I've got the mirrorless camera, and let's see how that performs. So we're filming the back of the EOS R on the Tamron 150-600 G2 lens, no stabilizer on, at 600 millimeters again. I want to test focus. I want to find out how it performs on the EOS R. We've already seen the test on the 7D Mark II, the 90D. We're presently recording on the 90D. I just want to get a sense of how autofocus performs. Now, what I may have told you in the past is that Tamron said they've done a firmware update on this lens, which makes it compatible with the EOS R and other mirrorless cameras like the R5 and R6. However, I believe that firmware update doesn't address an issue, which is focus speed. So without further ado, we're going to do a series of tests, multiple tests, to see how autofocus performs, and then it's up to you to decide if you think this is the lens for you. But I do feel let down by the focus speed on mirrorless cameras on this particular lens. I do feel the Sigma Contemporary is far superior in that regard. So without further ado, let's continue the testing. So minimum focus, 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum focus. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. Let's go to minimum again. 1, 2, 3, go. Go to infinity. 1, 2, 3, go. So just do it one last time. Let's go to the minimum focus, which is 2.2 meters. We're about 6 meters away on the bear, that is. We're focusing on the left eye. 1, 2, 3, go. Okay, let's try infinity one last time. 1, 2, 3, go. And that concludes the testing for today. Welcome to this summary of the focus test we've just done. So we've looked at the 7D Mark II. Focus is reasonably good, quick and snappy. On the 90D it's a little bit less so. I do think it's maybe 8% effective because it does sort of miss a little now and then, but not very often. On my EOS R, the focus on my full frame camera is abysmal. It's a mirrorless camera, obviously, it's newer tech, and I must say focus is akin to a cheap camcorder. The main reason for that is it's an older lens, this is, and Tamron had to update the firmware on this lens, but I don't think the firmware update is up to scratch. You see, the Sigma Contemporary 150-600 I've been looking at is far superior in focus, about twice as quick. I appreciate that this lens can focus a little bit closer at 2.2 meters instead of 2.8 like the Sigma can, but it's just not up to standard, and I am highly disappointed in the performance of this Tamron lens. I really wanted to keep it. It's about 8% of the weather sealing that you'd get on the Sigma Sport lens, and it's about 1 kilogram less in weight. It's well built, solid, has an Arcus Swiss mount on there for attaching to Arcus Swiss compatible heads on your tripods. It's fantastic, that's great, I like that. But I feel the focus capabilities of this lens is somewhat lacking, and I will be keeping my Sigma Contemporary lens over this, even though I like the build quality better, and I do think the lens hood is better as well because it's about 1 inch longer and a tiny bit wider. So this is the result of the focus test. Let me know in the comments what you think. Like the video if it helped you out, and if you enjoy it, obviously. But I do feel that it is a bit lacking this in terms of autofocus performance, and if you want to future-proof your equipment, guys, I wouldn't recommend getting this for your mirrorless cameras unless Tamron address it. I have tried to reach out to Tamron twice through their contact us page. I had no response at all. In retrospect, when I had an issue with a 500mm prime that I owned, a Sigma one, I got response from Sigma literally the same day, and communication was regular, so that is a little bit disappointing to know. One thing I will obviously say that I feel this lens is a bit decentered as well, so you will need to calibrate it, and I do think one side of the lens is sharper than the other. I did not experience that with the Sigma lenses that I've tested in the past, apart from the Sport that I tested about 5 years ago, which needed to be configured with the dock. I've tried looking online, and I do have the Tamron dock for this lens. That has not, I wasn't able to find any sort of firmware update, because the lens was already updated. So unfortunately it's a bit of a letdown, this Tamron lens. I plan to take it out on a real world test to check the focus speed, you know, in real world environment. I think I might do a bit of aviation, see if I can track some aircraft. But at the moment I'm feeling quite disappointed with this lens because it's literally half the speed that the Sigma is, when it comes to focus on mirrorless cameras. On older digital SLRs I don't think you'll notice a difference, it's fairly quick. It's about as quick as the Sigma is on my digital SLRs, the 7D Mark II and the 90D. But when it comes to my mirrorless camera, oh no, it's not very good at all. That's why I probably will be sending this back for a full refund. But I just wanted to tell you guys what are my thoughts regarding focusing on this. But if you have an older digital SLR, a Rebel, a 5D Mark III or 4, you'll be fine with this lens if you've got it. Yeah, keep it, it'll be fine for that. Unless Tamron come out with a new firmware update and they make this better on the mirrorless system, I'm sorry, but it's not good enough. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you. Bye bye.